Lane 8 is at the top of your screen. As we look at it from the high angle, lane 1 at the bottom. So Tankersley and Stanford in lane number 4. 5 years ago, swimming world named Morgan Tankersley the National High School Swimmer of the Year. Now, here she is in her final year with the Stanford Cardinal.
She's swimming great, but look right above her.
It's Mia Motakaitis of Cal.
Doing so well. Watch as they come into this turn. I love those turns. Everyone's over fast. You know how I like it to go fast as you take that final stroke, dive in between those arms, get those heels to the booty, and let's push off.
They say doing well, but as you mentioned in that B file, you don't want to do too well early on in your 200 yards.
You can tell I'm a sprinter. I get excited at the first 25, but these ladies, you're right, should not get excited at the first 25. There is so much adrenaline going on right now, and I know that we don't have a packed crowd in here tonight. However, this is the Pac-12 Championships. You have got adrenaline, anxiousness, energy. Just harness it. Let it use you to work for you. Does that make sense? As opposed to having it work against you.
It's Morgan Tankersley of Stanford just above her, Mia Motakaitis, a senior for Cal. And they will have another lap. Yeah, Bruce Gimmel told Katie Ledecky when swimming the 200, take it out fast and bring it home fast. Treat it like a sprint.
She doesn't. She treats the mile like a sprint. It's Katie Ledecky. She's the only one in the world that I know that can do that.
It's Motakaitis of Cal, just below her, Morgan Tankersley of Stanford. Motakaitis with the lead as she will hand it off to Ayla Spitz. Be about half a body length. So Spitz hits the water, no relation to the great Michael Spitz, by the way.
I was going to say,
Mark Spitz.
With a last name like that, you have to swim.
Yeah, no relation to Mark Spitz. And Torri Huske in the water for Stanford.
This is going to be so much fun. Torri Huske, obviously, she is known more for the 100 butterfly, the 50 free, the 100 free. Here she is doing a 200 freestyle in a relay, and she is just proving why she is just so dominant in worldwide swimming, because she has taken over Ayla Spitz just like something I've never seen, like she was shot out of a slingshot.
Yeah, it was an incredible start for Huske, Olympic silver medalist in the 400 medley relay.
Torri Huske breathes very, very quickly. And that's something that sprinters do a lot of, not as much middle distance and distance swimmers because they need to get their breath. Sprinters, it's not that long of a race, but we can see she's just taking nice, quick breaths. Beautiful. Look at how she dives under that water. Look at that quick breath. Beautiful.
Torri Huske shocked the swimming world with a 100 fly at the Olympic trials in June of 2021. She broke Dana Vollmer's 9-year-old American record in the semis, then did it again in the finals. Her semis time more than a second faster than her previous personal best. I think she, more than anybody, benefited from an extra year before the Olympics. She wouldn't have made the team in 2020. Focused on her turns, her strength training, had an extra year of growth, and she ended up winning an Olympic silver medal in the 400 medley relay. She's going to hand things off to the sophomore, Lillie Nordmann. Nordmann with a pretty good lead over Leah Polonsky, who's in the water for Cal just above her.
Now watch Polonsky, because Spitz, who was right before her, was kind of gaining a little bit on Torri Huske that last 50. So let's see if she can continue that trend. Oh yes, Lillie Nordmann in lane 4. That turn, perfect. Look at her hands hitting the water too. Hands are nice and relaxed. You're just kind of not putting a lot of strain on anything that doesn't need to have. That turn just made me so happy. I can't even. She pushed off totally on her back and spun over onto her stomach. Sorry to gasp. That's like when someone's driving a car and you gasp next to them and freak them out. I apologize.
Yeah, you freaked me out. My heart, yeah. I thought we were going to crash.
I hope no one else at home thought we were going to crash. I've got it under control.
Lillie Nordmann is Stanford, a sophomore from the Woodlands, Texas. Her sister Lucy is a senior with the Cardinal. Lillie, a 3-time gold medalist at the 2019 Junior Worlds in Budapest. She has the lead, hanging on over Leah Polonsky, native of Israel, whose brother Ron swims on the men's team for Cal, for Stanford. And Leah herself swimming for Cal, and trying to overtake Lillie Nordmann of Stanford. But Nordmann maintaining that more than a body length lead here in the third leg of the 800 freestyle relay.
Now we're getting ready for this anchor leg. So important to have great starts here. Don't get too anxious.
Kayla Wilson, a freshman for Stanford, will take over. She anchored at the NC State Invitational in November when Stanford put up the second fastest time in the nation so far this year, 6:56.45. The meet record, by the way, 6:49.42.
So now here we go. This is building into this middle 100 is kind of where all of these middle distance swimmers really truly focus on, because, you know, like I said, the first 50 relax, middle 100 you want to really just concentrate on that, and the last 50, whatever you've got, just give it all, let it go all out.
Kayla Wilson, a freshman, swimming anchor for Stanford in the 800 freestyle relay. She's from Virginia Beach, Virginia, a beautiful area of the country. Swam for the Norfolk Tide and the Norfolk Academy. And she is building her lead over Rachel Klinker of Cal.
It's always nice to see Stanford. They work so much on technique, not that everybody does it, but you can really, really tell in the minor details that don't seem like they're going to matter a lot, but they really do.
50 yards to go. Wilson's teammates cheering her on. Again, the meet record, 6:49.42. Top time in the country this year, Virginia at the ACCs last week, 6:55.15. Stanford had held the top mark until last week at the ACCs. It's Kayla Wilson of Stanford, final few yards here. Again, the fastest time in the country this year, 6:55.15. It's 6:53.90. Fastest time in the nation this year. The Stanford Cardinal, they overtake the great Virginia Cavalier team for the top time in the country this year.